Hello, hello, hello to all my uniques out there. This is your girl, Akudo. Welcome to your unique world. For today, we are going to talk about settling in relationship. I've received so many emails, so many text messages, so many DMs. What does it mean to settle in a relationship? Am I settling? When I do this, am I settling? Today, we are going to talk about it. To all my returning subscribers, hello and welcome. For those of you that are not part of my family, what are you waiting for? You see the red button below that says subscribe? Click on that button. Wait for the notification bell. Click on that one too so you'll be the first to see my videos when they drop. Now, let's jump right into it.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia. Beautifully, wonderfully made by God. Welcome to the Big Show.
When I say the word settling, what comes to your mind? Most people don't know what it means. So, first of all, let's start with the definition of settling. When I say, are you settling? What comes to your mind? Settling means to accept someone that is not exactly what you want. To accept someone that is not exactly what you want because you cannot have what you want. So when I say settling, it means settling and accepting somebody that you do not want, but because that is the only person available that you can have. Most of us in relationship, my units, come on, grab a chair, come closer, let's talk. You know, I like to have these talks with you. Most of the time, we settle for things that we don't want because of certain reasons. And I'm going to give you three main reasons why most of us settle. The first reason why we settle is because the society has told us that good men are scarce and good women are scarce. So because of that, you say, you know what? If I can see something that looks a little bit good, I'm going to grab it with both hands because they're very rare to find. The society has told us, oh, you can never find a good woman. All the good ones are taken. You can never find a good man. All the good men are taken. My sister, my brother, that is a lie from the pit of hell. Some good men are out there and some good women are out there. You do not have to settle. The second reason why people settle is because of age. The society has told us that for a woman, if you turn 28, from 28 and above, if you are not married, then you are a forgotten person in the society. The society have made it that, oh, you are not married at 28. Oh my God, you are now an old maid. You are not married at 30. Sister, what happened to you? 35. Oh my Lord, you're too old to be married. So now we are rushing. Our clock is ticking. We are in a hurry to get married. So instead of waiting for Mr. Right, I will just wait for Mr. Available. Did you hear that, my uniques? Instead of waiting for Mr. Right, we will settle for Mr. Available. This one is available right now. He's good looking. He has a job. He treats me nicely. That's it. He's available. I'm going to go with him. But the Mr. Right, the rib of your rib, the flesh of your flesh, your heart throb is still out there, but you do not want to wait. So the first reason is the society has told us that good men are scarce, good women are scarce. The second one is the age limit. Age is not on our side, so we are in a hurry. And the third one is that people are not perfect. My sister, nobody out there is perfect. My brother, nobody out there is perfect. If what you're looking for in a man, you find 20%, my sister, take it and run with it. My brother, take it at least. Does he have a job? Yes, he has a job. Does he have a place where he stays? Yes, he has a place. Forget it, my sister. The rest you can make up. And for our brothers, they say, does she have a job? Yes. Can she cook real good? For those of us that like to eat, can she cook real good? Yes, she can cook. My brother, forget about it. You're good to go. So these are the three main reasons why we settle. But today, I want us to take a look at that word settling. Why do we have to take less of what we want just to meet up these three reasons? I am making this video for one of my uniques that wrote me an email. So my sister, you know yourself. And the quote she gave me, I don't know where she got the quote. I don't know who made the quote. Or this is a disclaimer. I don't know who made the quote. She wrote this quote to me on the email she wrote to me. And the quote goes like this: because we are so desperate to get married, we settle for less a husband. Because this is for the sisters. The quote is from a sister. She wrote me this email. She said, women are so desperate to be married that we settle for less than a husband. Why do you want to settle for less than a husband? Why do you want to settle for something that looks like a husband? Something that walks like a husband? Something that pretends to be a husband, but is not the real husband? My sister, that is a lifetime of sadness, of unhappiness, of depression, of sickness. Marriage is a long time goal. Marriage is something that lasts longer than you expect. Marriage is for the coming together of a man. Remember, unique quotation, unique definition of marriage. Marriage is the coming together of an imperfect man to an imperfect woman who both know that they are imperfect, but they have accepted their imperfection to make a perfect union. That's my definition of marriage. The man is imperfect. The woman is imperfect. There is no perfect person out there. But at least there are certain criteria. There are certain standards you give yourself. There are certain things you're looking for. Are you a Christian? You're looking for a God-fearing man. You're looking for a man that is close to God. You're looking for a man that has a job, because Adam had a job before Eve came. Adam was a farmer. Adam was tilling, cultivating, fertilizing, working in the garden before Eve came. Adam had a job. Does he have a job? How does he treat his mother? Because you can look at a man, the way a man treats his mother and his sisters will tell you exactly how he's going to treat you. If it's a woman, how does she treat her dad? The way she treats her dad will tell you exactly how she'll treat you. Does she respect you? Remember, a man wants respect and a woman wants love. I'm going to do a different video entirely on that. Men don't want your love. A man wants your respect. Your husband needs your respect. Love, he knows you already love him, but he needs your respect. While a woman will want love, we want attention, and we want love. See, there are two different things. That's a different video for another time. But I'm coming to you, my sisters and my brothers. This is not the time to settle. This is not like, you know what? Since I can't get that big job I'm looking for, let me settle for this job. Since I can't get the car I'm looking for, let me settle for this car. I know I want a hamburger, but since they don't have hamburger, let me settle for a chicken sandwich. That is not what marriage is all about, my sister. That's not what marriage is all about, my brother. Marriage, you are in for the long haul. For better, for worse, for sickness, for health, in poverty, and in richness. It is a done deal. It's a covenant. It is not something you will say, you know what? Some women say, you know what? Let me just get married. At least I have a wedding. At least if I get 1 or 2 children and I'm out. If that is your agenda for going into a marriage, my uniques, don't bother going into it, because that is the wrong agenda. Some men will tell you, you know what? I just want a baby mama. I want a woman that will have a child for me, a woman that will come and clean up, cook for me, and that's it, I'm done. My brother, if that is your agenda, you are in the wrong relationship. You are in the wrong business. Marriage is not for you. We cannot settle for anything and anyhow. Settle for whatever we see just to be married. That's not what marriage is all about. You have to Ask God to give you those criteria. Be specific. I always tell my sisters that I coach. I have a lot of people that I'm coaching and a lot of people that I'm counseling. I always tell them, be specific. If you go to God and say, God, I need a husband. God, give me a husband. God, give me a husband. You will get a husband, but you don't know what shape and what kind of husband you'll be getting. Be specific. God, I want a God-fearing man. God, I want to get a man that knows you, that has a heart for you. I want to have a man that is in the service of God. I want to have a man that has a job. I want to have a man that is going to love his family. I want to have a man that will understand me. I want to have a man that will accept me, good, bad, or ugly. I want to have you. Be specific. God is a specific God. Be specific. And for you, my sister, and for you, my brother, I want to have a good wife. I want to have a virtuous woman. I want to have a woman that is going to be a partner for life. I want to have a God-fearing woman. I want to have a woman that can cook. I want to have a woman that will love me and nothing more. I want to have a woman that will accept me, good, bad, and ugly. Be specific, my uniques. Be specific and let God do what he does best. God is still in the business of blessing spouse. God is still in the business of giving you the spouse of your heart. God is still in that business. He has never left that business. We are the ones that do not ask. Remember, the Bible says you do not receive because you don't ask. And when you ask, you don't ask right. You ask for the wrong reasons. Be specific. Tell God exactly what you want, when you want it, how you want it done, and have the faith and let God do it for you. My sister, my brother, in today's world, with all the hustle and bustle out there, with all the stress, with all that is going on out there, marriage should not also be a problem. With all that is going out there, with everything we are facing, look at this virus, look at people who have lost their job, look at what is going on. This is not the time to sit down and enter into the wrong marriage. This is not the time to settle because you want to settle. I want to read something to you guys, something I saw online. Okay, give me a second, let me read this to you guys. It says, when you don't settle, you are actually doing yourself and the other person a big favor. When you don't settle, you are actually doing yourself and the other person a favor. Guess what? You're saving yourself heartache. You're saving yourself depression. You're saving yourself from sadness. You're saving yourself from being unhappy. You're saving yourself from everything that comes with making a bad decision. Okay? He says, you are allowing yourself to explore and know what and who you really want. When you are dating, when you are in a relationship, take your time, my sister. And when you say you are single, let me put this here. When you say you are single, please, my sister, please, my brother, be single. Don't be single, but you're married in every way that counts. Yes, I said it. Don't be single, but you are married in every way that counts. You are single. We all know you are a single sister. Everybody knows you're a single brother, but you are married in every way that counts. No. Don't have any blood tie with anybody. Don't get into sexual relationship with anybody. If you're single, my sister, be single. If you're single, my brother, be single. You're single and you're searching. And as you're searching, keep praying for God to give you that man, that rib of your rib, that flesh of your flesh, so that you do not settle for what you did not bargain for. Remember the definition. Settling is asking and accepting something you do not want because what you really want is not available. When I was in high school, my economics teacher told us this saying. I never forget it. He says, when the desirable is not available, then you make the available desirable. It doesn't work in marriage, honey. It does not work in marriage. It can work in every other thing, but it doesn't work in marriage. Because if what you truly desire is not available, right now. Have patience. Believe God and trust God and hold on. It will be made available to you. Because if you make the mistake and settle for the available, hoping that you're going to turn your available to your desirable, my sister, you might be in the wrong bus. You might never get to making that available your desirable. Then that is a marriage full of unhappiness. That is a marriage full of sadness. That is a marriage full of not having peace. That is a marriage that will lack love. That is a marriage that will lack all the necessary ingredients needed for a successful marriage. Why do you want to put yourself through that? Okay? Then there's another one I saw here. He says, settling, excuse me. He says, settling involves sacrificing part of yourself. Do you know that's what settling means? You're taking what you desire, what you want, and you're sacrificing it. You're sacrificing a little bit of yourself. Okay? He said, settling happens when you start to feel like you are losing a little bit of yourself. That's what settling does. It makes you feel like you are losing a little bit of yourself every single day. Your standard, you start compromising it. What you believe in, you start compromising it. What are your values? You start compromising it. What you respect, you start compromising it because now you're trying to settle. After all, what do they say? If you can't beat them, join them. So let me, as I might as well join them. My honey, my sweetie, it is not for everybody. It is not for you, my unique. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made. You do not settle. You are a unique being. You do not settle for what you don't want. You settle for what you desire, and you pray that what you desire will be made available so that you can settle for what you desire that has been made available to you. You are a unique being. Do not settle for unhappiness. Do not settle for sadness. Do not settle for depression. Because I'm going to say this here before I round up. Most of our sisters and most of my brothers, you are in a relationship. You have already seen all the signs. You have already seen all the red flags. You have seen that whenever he gets angry, he throws things. You know that he doesn't show affection. You know that he is very stingy. He doesn't spend a dime of his money. You know that he doesn't care for you. You know that he treats you like you are a nobody. He is not proud to introduce you to his family members. You know all this, my sister. Should I continue? You know that that man doesn't care for you. You know that man lies to you. You know that man is cheating on you right now. You know that he doesn't care whether you live or you exist or you don't. You know all this, but your heart is telling you, if only I can change him. Honey, please, you cannot change any human being. This is from my heart to your heart. I'm being honest with you. You do not have the power to change a single soul. So don't get into that marriage thinking, you know what, I have seen all the red flags, but it's okay, I can manage it. My sister is not going to change, it's going to get worse. Because right now you're dating, he is supposed to be on his good behavior. He's supposed to be at his best. And if he is already at his worst, then what do you think will happen when you get married? He cannot go anything lower. He will even go lower than worst. Don't do it, sister. And then if you come to the man's side, you have seen that that sister cannot cook and you love your food. You have seen that sister cannot clean. She's all over the place. You know that she is not put together. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She doesn't keep a job. She doesn't like to do nothing. She's on social media all the time. She's with her phone 24/7. You know she's rude. You know she fights. You know she causes her own parents out. You know who she is. But you're telling yourself, you know what? Maybe if I bring her into my home, if I marry her, I'm going to change her. Snap out of it, my brother. She is not going to change. And while you guys are dating, in a relationship, she's supposed to be at her best. If she is at her worst, She's not gonna do nothing anymore. Remember, he that is down needs fear no fall. She's already at her worst. She's not gonna get any better when you guys get married. So, my sister, let us use our head. My brother, let us use our head. Do not settle for something you don't want. Don't settle for less. Do yourself a favor and do that partner a favor. Walk away. Do not settle for something that is going to cause you heartache. Walk away. You still have the time right now. You are dating him right now. My sister, my brother, walk away. And for my sister that wrote me this email that inspired me to do this video, I am talking to you, my sister. You told me in your email that you have walked away. My sister, keep going. With your head held high, your shoulders straight. Walk with poise, walk with confidence, and walk away. You deserve better than this. Don't let nobody treat you less than human just because you want to be married. Remember the quote you wrote to me. We are so desperate to get married that we end up getting less of a husband. You deserve a husband. You don't deserve less of a husband. And my brother, you deserve a wife. You don't deserve less of a wife. You deserve a good wife. You deserve a good husband. Call it into this into the say, speak it into the atmosphere. Speak it into the universe. Speak it out there and let it throw back to you. Believe in yourself. Have confidence and know. Most of us feel so low about ourselves that we think it's okay. I know why he's treating me that way. I know why she's treating me that way. But I know it's okay. Don't worry, it's okay. Oh, this is his time now. Oh, this is her time now. Oh, very soon it's going to be my time. Oh, my sister, it is not going to be your time anytime soon. My brother, it's not gonna be your time anytime soon. I want you to go watch the video. I'm gonna put it up here. How people treat you. I want you to go watch that video. And I want you also to watch my video that says, I'm gonna put it up here too, that says he's not just into you. He's not interested. Move on, my sister. Stop wasting your time. People treat you the way you treat yourself. If you tell them it's okay to dump on you, people are going to dump on you. If you tell them it's okay to treat you like you're not a human being, people are going to treat you like you're not a human being. My sister, snap out of it. My brother, snap out of it. You are God's child. You are a chosen generation. You deserve more. Do not settle for less. You are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. That is why I call you my unique. You are a unique being. Understanding natural, individual qualities, their uniqueness, and your empowerment. I understand you are a unique being. I understand your uniqueness. I understand all the good qualities God has given you, and I'm here to empower you. Step out there, my sister, and go get you what God has made for you. Do not settle for less. Do not settle for what you don't want, because I'm gonna change that quote. Because if the desirable is not available, we are gonna wait on the Lord to make the desirable available for us, so that our available will be our desirable. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. That is why you are unique. Remember to subscribe to the channel, wait for the notification bell, click on that too, so you'll be the first to see my video. Guys, do you like my background? Unique, and down here is Atlanta. So this is live from Atlanta, Unique Show. Thank you very much for your support. I'm still targeting 1,000 subscribers. What are you waiting for? Come and help build this. Come and help build this community. We're building a community, one person at a time. Remember, when we empower one, we empower all. Go out there and be kind to yourself and to each other. Mwah! I love you guys. Bye-bye.